Hi, welcome. It's Michael here. We're going to be diving into the Competitive Edge Intelligence briefing for November. So let me just flick my camera over and then join me. And we're going to be going through the competitive product roadmap for cybersecurity for November 2025. We're just going to be going through the executive summary. If you want a full copy of the report, just click on the link on the bio. You can download the full report free of charge. It's something we do every month. But essentially for cybersecurity, this is all about what products is the industry building in the future so that you understand what is actually coming down the pipe in the cybersecurity sector. And basically where we get this data from is that we're looking at hiring. So we're basically scraping lots of job descriptions from cybersecurity, and we're actually looking at deep content inspection to see what keywords are in there, who's hiring for what and in what volume. We're also looking at departments and looking at their overall departments. Are they downsizing them? Are they upsizing them? Are they adding on new different types of job roles? We're also looking at R&D signals. We're looking at change logs right across the industry so we can see how the tech stack is evolving. We're looking at technology stack tracking, and then we're also doing analyst validated launch forecasting. So we're scraping thousands and thousands of data points in order to drive this summary. It's really cool stuff, by the way. But anyway, we're going to be going through the executive summary, so you can just download it, the full report if you wish. And hopefully this is of use to you. So essentially what we're seeing is that the cybersecurity market is entering a phase of accelerated convergence between AI-driven defense automation, identity-anchored zero trust frameworks, and then unified observability across endpoint, network, and cloud. So there's a lot of convergence around that. And then our prediction from everything, all the data points we've seen, is that over the next 6 months, vendors will shift from standalone detection tools to adaptive security fabrics, which are capable of autonomous threat prioritization and cross-domain correlation. So it's basically the next evolution of the industry that we're seeing. Essentially, three main innovation themes dominate the product roadmap horizon. So number one is AI native threat detection and response, where it was very much differentiated, few firms doing it. Essentially, what we're going to be seeing is that vendors are embedding generative AI models into XDR, MDR, and also SIEM systems for contextual event interpretation and self-learning remediation. So we're seeing the leaders of this are CrowdStrike, Palo Alto, and also SentinelOne. And they're essentially integrating LLMs directly into data pipelines for predictive defense. So quite an exciting area here if you're in this sector. Secondly, zero trust and identity fusion. So what we're basically seeing is that the zero trust paradigm is evolving from network segmentation to identity-centric enforcement. So the likes of Okta, ZScaler, Cisco, they're the ones who are extending trust decisions down to the application and session level. So using behavioral baselines and also device telemetry. So that's going to mark a shift there of the zero trust paradigm. I'm going to be seeing a lot of new stuff coming out there. And then thirdly, around the convergence of security, data, and AI. And that's basically the boundary between cybersecurity and data observability is dissolving. And the likes of Splunk, Elastic, Datadog, they're building AI-enabled pipelines that unify telemetry, risk analytics, and also business resilience monitoring. So there's a lot of change, sweeping change. If you're in cyber, it's very, very dynamic. Our forecast for the next 6 months, vendors are converging endpoint, network, and identity analytics under unified extended detection and response architectures. Funding is clustering around AI-driven automation, which is signaling a shift from reactive monitoring to predictive defense. We've seen a lot of the releases in a lot of the funding data, which is basically driving to this. And then also, zero trust controls will move from architectural frameworks to embedded capabilities across mainstream product lines by mid next year. So that's what we're seeing. If you want the full detail, the full report, just click on the link in the description, download your free report. But there's a lot of highly exciting stuff happening in cybersecurity in terms of the product roadmaps now being developed by companies that we're going to be seeing over the next 6, 9, 12 months. So that's it. Thanks very much for joining, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Thank you. Bye.